Yeah, I'm Herald Sports writer Manny Navarro here with Ethan Skolnick, our new Heat insider, and the season's finally going to get underway here, Ethan. Your feelings as they get going?
Well, look, I think there are some things that you really like that they did in the preseason. The bench looked like it came together very quickly. Gerald Green fit in from the very beginning. That's obviously positive. I think Justice Winslow showed some good things defensively. Looks like he can help them this year. And they're healthy coming into the season. That's the biggest thing. Chris Bosh back healthy. A few months ago, we didn't know if that was going to be the case. Dwayne Wade got through the entire preseason. Looks like he's going to be able to play maybe more games than he has previously. And Goran Dragic has worked through some of the conditioning issues. To me, those are some of the positives as they go into the season. Is there anything that's kind of stuck out to you as far as concerns going into this year?
Well, I think we'd agree the first unit hasn't looked very sharp. And part of that, of course, is that they haven't been on the court very much. Only, I think, 2 or 3 games together, the starting unit all together. And so that's the number one concern coming out of here. But you know, and I said the other thing is Amari Stoudemire, his health. You mentioned everybody being healthy. He's the one guy who sort of missed a lot of practices. Looks going to be a part of a maintenance program throughout the season. But look, the Heat in the end, if they can have him for the playoffs, that's probably when it matters most.
Yeah, the biggest thing for them is getting healthy for the playoffs. I think you look at the Eastern Conference, it gives you a bit of a cushion. You look at what Cleveland's doing right now, where they're kind of working guys back in. Miami doesn't have that kind of luxury with the roster that they have. But as long as, look, they can get through this home schedule and maybe build up some wins while getting some rhythm and getting to that more challenging January schedule on the road. You know, Manny, I have them at 47 wins this year. I think they'll probably finish somewhere about 3rd or 4th in the Eastern Conference. How do you see this going?
Yeah, I got them with maybe 45 wins. I think, right there on the 4th spot in the East. I still think the Bulls and the Hawks are probably a better team this year, as well as the Cavs. Obviously, I know everybody's picking the Cavs to win. But look, come playoff time, that's not going to matter. It's going to matter is, can they win the matchups? Can D-Wade be effective again in the 4th quarter when they need him? Can Goran Dragic in this offense push the floor when they need to push the floor? Can they make 3-point shots with a guy like Gerald Green when that's the most important thing? What do you think ultimately? I mean, is this team capable of going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, maybe even upsetting Cleveland, or do you think that the expectations should be a little bit less than that?
Well, I think, again, a lot of it is going to depend on health. A lot of it depends, too, on whether they keep the whole thing together or maybe they dump some guys for luxury tax reasons, because I think they are going to need all of their depth throughout the year. So we'll see how that goes. They do match up well with Cleveland on paper. If you look at the things that have traditionally bothered LeBron, it's been a big at the rim. They have that in Hassan Whiteside. It's been a guy who will take the challenge of guarding him on the perimeter. They have that in Luol Deng. And then you need to be able to score against him. And with Dragic and Wade and Bosh, they have those players. But Cleveland's going to be the favorite, obviously, and probably going to be in a position where they have a home court in a series like that. So we'll have to see how this goes. But it's going to be a much more interesting, entertaining year. Look, the Heat replaced 7 players from their roster from the start of last season, and they upgraded at all 7 spots. It's going to be a much better team. It's going to come down to fit.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And we'll see. It starts tomorrow night against the Charlotte Hornets here at American Airlines Arena. We'll see you later.